She thought human warriors were a myth until they saved her from certain doom. Commander Xal'Vara of the fragile, peace-loving Valkari species had always dismissed the tales of human warriors as exaggerated myths. Her people believed that no species could be as fearless, as unyielding, as the stories claimed. After all, humanity was a relatively obscure race in the vast galactic community, known mostly for their adaptability and strange customs. But when her diplomatic cruiser was ambushed by ruthless Kha'Zor raiders, pirates known for their cruelty, she realized just how wrong she was. Her ship disabled, her security forces overwhelmed, she braced for the end, until something unexpected happened. A heavily armed vessel dropped out of FTL, weapons blazing. It wasn't a Valkari warship. It wasn't any species she recognized. It was human. They fought like demons, their battle armor scarred but unbroken, their tactics ruthless and precise. They didn't fight for survival or resources. They fought because she was under attack, and humans had a reputation to uphold, one they rarely spoke of but always lived by. As the Kha'Zor fled in terror, Xal'Vara watched in awe. The myths had been true all along. The humans weren't just warriors. They were the galaxy's last line of defense. Act 1. The Myth of Human Warriors. Introduction to Commander Xal'Vara, a high-ranking diplomat of the Valkari, a peaceful, highly advanced species known for their pacifism and negotiation skills. She is aboard her diplomatic cruiser, Serenity's Wing, en route to a summit between several galactic factions. Background on the Valkari: they are physically frail but highly intelligent and technologically advanced. They view war as barbaric, and their military consists mostly of automated defenses and small security forces. Dismissal of human myths. Over dinner, her second-in-command, Officer Lyreval, brings up stories of human warriors, supposedly fierce and unstoppable. Xal'Vara scoffs, believing it to be exaggeration. Humans are adaptable and clever, but not warriors. Act 2. The Attack. Ambush in deep space. While passing through a neutral sector, Serenity's Wing is suddenly ambushed by Kha'Zor raiders, a brutal warlike species that thrives on piracy and slave trade. They disable the ship's engines with an ion barrage. Desperate defense. Valkari security forces attempt to fight back, but are overwhelmed by the Kha'Zor's superior numbers and vicious tactics. Xal'Vara orders a distress signal, but their nearest allies are too far away. Hopeless situation. The Kha'Zor board the ship. Xal'Vara and her crew are forced into the command bridge, defenseless. The lead raider, Captain Xal'Vara, sneers at the Valkari's pacifism and prepares to take them as prisoners, boasting that no one will come to their rescue in time. Act 3. The Arrival of the Myths. A new contact appears. Just as all hope seems lost, a warship drops out of FTL. Its design is unlike anything Xal'Vara has seen. Battle-scarred, utilitarian, and bristling with weapons. It's human. Unexpected intervention. The human ship, Valkyri's Wrath, broadcasts a warning to the Kha'Zor. This is Captain Darius Kane of the Terran Vanguard. You have one chance to stand down. No? Fine. The humans open fire. Terrifying combat efficiency. Xal'Vara watches in shock as the humans fight with brutal precision. Their ship moves aggressively, using tactics far different from other species. Instead of overwhelming force, they use strategy, deception, and sheer ferocity. Human boarding party. A team of power-armored Terran Marines breaches Serenity's Wing to drive the Kha'Zor off. Unlike the Valkari, the humans don't hesitate to fight. Their weapons are designed for efficiency, and their warriors move with a deadly grace. Close-quarters carnage. The Kha'Zor, who have terrorized dozens of species, are utterly unprepared for human ferocity. The Marines fight with a mix of ballistic weapons, melee combat, and raw, unrelenting aggression. Captain Xal'Vara, realizing the humans are nothing like the soft Valkari, panics and orders a retreat. Act 4. Aftermath and Revelation. Xal'Vara meets the humans. Once the Kha'Zor are defeated or driven away, Xal'Vara personally meets Captain Kane. She is still in disbelief at what she witnessed. Human philosophy on war. Kane explains that humans aren't just warriors, they are survivors. Their history is filled with war, struggle, and resilience. They don't seek violence, but when forced into conflict, they fight with everything they have. He tells her, "We don't start fights, but we damn well finish them." Reconsidering the myths, Xal'Vara, once skeptical of the tales, now understands why other species whisper about human warriors. The myths weren't just true, they might have been understatements. A new respect. As the Valkyries' wrath escorts Serenity's wing to safety, Xal'Vara realizes that humanity may not be the most powerful race in the galaxy, but they are the one species no enemy should ever underestimate. Conclusion: the beginning of an alliance. Xal'Vara and the Valkari government formally acknowledge humanity as allies, realizing that true strength is not just in technology or diplomacy, but in the will to fight for survival. Captain Kane gives a final warning: the galaxy is dangerous. If you ever need us again, just call. We never abandon our own. As their ships part ways, Xal'Vara whispers to herself, perhaps the myths weren't grand enough after all.